Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everyone. I am here with the Latorra Garland of Jacob Way, and I am so excited and delighted to do this interview so that you can know more about her nonprofit as well as what she's doing in this season. So, the first thing that I want to do is I want to read her bio or a little bit of her bio, and then I want to tell you all about what she's doing this weekend. So she well, actually, I'm going to back up. I'm going to give you all an opportunity to hear about what she's doing next weekend, and then she can tell you more about her story. I don't want to steal her thunder. So she is hosting an incredible event, and it's called the Healthy Connections Wellness Expo and Blood Drive. This is a community focused event. As you can see, I am not in my home office. I'm actually out here in the community today at UTA Arlington. And this event is created for us to promote childhood cancer awareness, promote health and wellness in the Dallas Fort Worth area, and to address the critical need for blood donations. This is a free event. Again, I say free event, and it's going to feature a variety of health and wellness activities, educational sessions, fitness demonstrations, and community resources that can be provided as a way for us to give back to the community, but also for us to lift up those who have to be caregivers. Again, this is a free event, but if you want to give your blood, if you want to give your donations, make sure you get a VIP ticket to this event. And I am here to introduce to some and present to others the visionary of the Healthy Connections Wellness Expo and Blood Drive, the founder of the nonprofit that we know today as Jacob Way. And today's topic is how Jacob Way inspires communities today with childhood awareness. Hello, Latorra. I see we got a thumbs up. Yes, if you are seeing us, if you're hearing us, if the connection is good, give us a thumbs up so that we know that y'all can see and hear us. Good evening, Queen. How are you doing?
Good evening, Terry. You did a great job with all the information, so I got to hand it to you for that. You did an excellent job.
Well,
Talked
thank
about
you.
everything that we will be doing and everything that we're trying to do. So you did an excellent job.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. So I feel like there are a lot of people that are having events right now, right?
Yes.
Like it's a popular thing to have an event. Everybody just want to pop up and do something. But you know
Mhm.
what? Your event is not just a pop up and do something type of event. Please tell us the why behind your event and why people should be at your event and support your nonprofit.
Yes, so the Connections Wellness Expo was thought of because we wanted to bring awareness to childhood cancer. We see a lot of events about other cancers, but we also want to highlight childhood cancer awareness during the month of September and also talk about and encourage people, especially people of color, to donate blood. The importance of donating blood is just it can help save a life. So we want to put that information out there, and we don't want people to be afraid to donate blood. But the Healthy Connections Wellness Expo will bring together the blood drive and also the childhood cancer awareness. And also we will talk about the mental health struggles of being a caregiver for having a child with cancer, or even just taking care of a loved one that has a critical disease. I can't hear you. No.
Thank you. I remember when my mom had cancer. It was a very interesting time, and it was not anything that I was prepared for. So,
Correct.
tell us about what we can expect for the people who may be caregivers for the first time, or they may have to learn how to be a caregiver because they can see that a loved one is getting ready to need more of their attention due to their health declining.
First of all, it's never planned. So it's always unexpected when you have to take care of someone, especially a loved one that's going through a health crisis. So, as a person and being ready to step into that role, you can expect that this person needs you. So you have to make yourself available for the person. But also, while caring for the person, you have to care for yourself. Because if you can't care for yourself, how are you going to care for the person that you're taking care of? I just think it's very important that we just be able to take care of ourselves when we're taking care of loved ones with a disease such as cancer, because you're never prepared for cancer, especially for me. When my son was diagnosed, I had no idea that it was coming. My son was a healthy child, healthy teenager, played basketball. So even when he was expressing his injuries, we thought it was just like a basketball injury. So we was like, okay, we'll take you to the doctor. So we took him to the doctor. They said, oh, it's just growing pains. It's just growing pains. Go back home, take ibuprofen, and come back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, same issues, but worse. So once we went to the doctor, then we got an MRI and was called back in immediately the next day with the devastating news that it's cancer and they had to start treatment immediately. So for me as a mother, I was not prepared. I had to leave work immediately. Why? Because I had to start treatment with him. I had to be in the hospital with him. I wasn't going to leave him alone. So at that time, I immediately stepped into my role as a caregiver, and it was definitely unplanned. But I wouldn't have had it any other way to be with him during this time, because I know that he needed us. So I definitely just like to stress the issue, like you can never be prepared for the unexpected. And we were definitely not prepared for a cancer with our child.
Yes, thank you for being here and being transparent and sharing your story. How old was your son when he was diagnosed with cancer?
My son was 13 years old when he was diagnosed with cancer.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Before he was diagnosed, you had no idea that he would become ill soon. So it was totally unexpected.
Yes, it caught us totally off guard. When I say not prepared, we were not prepared for anything. Not prepared. We just thought we were taking him to the doctor. He's getting ready to end the eighth grade year or seventh grade year, going to the eighth grade. It's just like, okay, so what do we do now that we have this new disease? We have this new thing that we're dealing with. So we had to immediately step into the role of being his caregiver and being there for him.
Wow. Well, unfortunately, this week I did lose a loved one, and she was a child as well. And it's tough. It is really tough. And I know that you said you can never totally be prepared for the unexpected. But one thing that I do share with people is that you want to get life insurance on your entire household, and
Mhm.
not just get life insurance for if your child does not make it through the illness, but also get enough life insurance so that you can use that policy while they're living to take care of your financial obligations so that you can totally be there. What I heard you say is you weren't expecting of this illness, but you were happy that you were with your son the entire way.
Yes.
So again, I say to parents, it's important for you to make sure your entire household is covered, because even after that person does expire, if that does happen, you still want to take your time and going back to work. Am I right or am I wrong?
This is correct because we were not prepared at all. Jacob lost his battle with cancer just 77 days after his diagnosis. So, of course, were not prepared. We didn't have a standalone life insurance policy. Only life insurance policy we had was a policy through the job. And those policies are very small and they're never enough. So, not having no savings put towards for medical issues or anything, we didn't have anything to fall back on. And to be honest, it's been almost 3 years since Jacob passed, but we're still bouncing back from that financial hardship. You know, even though his battle was only 77 days, like my husband still had to work because we still had to have insurance to still get the doctor bills to this day. And just having one income while your child is going through cancer treatment on top of everything else that you have to do while your child is at the hospital. They're only going to feed the child. They're not going to feed you. So you're spending extra money on food. You're spending extra money on gas. You're spending money on parking at the hospital. Even if your child stay there for extended stay, you got to pay for parking every day. So you're not prepared for none of those things.
I didn't even think about that, paying for the actual hospital visits.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do know is when a family has two incomes and it goes down to one, like it is a drastic change. And most Americans are not prepared to lose their income. We are taught that we should have somewhere between 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved. But the truth of the matter is, what I'm hearing you say is you need even more than that. You need to have life insurance outside of your job, because what the life insurance provides on your job is not enough for an unforeseen medical emergency. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching us here, we are talking about the benefits of learning about how to prepare for the unexpected,
Yeah.
learning how to prepare for childhood cancer, how it may affect us in our lives and the people that we love. The reason that I am here is because I wanted to shed some light and I wanted to highlight Latorra Garland and her beautiful event that is going to be on next Saturday, September the 21st. It is a free event. It is an event full of resources. It is an event full of uplifting speakers. There
Mm-hmm.
will be great vendors. There will be great things that are provided in the swag bags. And guess what? It's a great opportunity for you to give back. Some people are in a state in which they may not be able to give back a lot of money because right now they may not have a lot of additional money to give.
Mm-hmm.
But, ladies and gentlemen, what you can give is your blood. You can give your blood so that a child who needs blood to survive the next day can survive because of your donation. So we are
Yeah.
here not to just speak about the importance of having life insurance outside of your job, but the importance of being aware that your children should have their own policy.
Mm-hmm.
Being aware that if you are not prepared for the unexpected, when the unexpected comes, you still may have expenses long after that battle with cancer is
Mm-hmm.
lost. What I just heard Miss Garland say is that even though her son lost his battle with cancer, I'm so sorry that that happened. 77 days after his diagnosis, the family still feels the financial effects of
Mm-hmm.
that. And so, if you know that you are in a season of being able to have an overflow and an abundance, I'm going to encourage you to not just go to the event, but donate.
Yes.
Donate. We need to get this word out. You know what's interesting to me, Lator? When
Mm-hmm.
I ask people about life insurance, or people come to me and they say, "What do you do?" If I ever mention that I'm a life insurance agent, the first thing they say is, "Oh, I got a great grandmama that need life insurance." And I'm thinking, like, you need life insurance. Do you have children?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you have grandchildren? Like, you need life insurance. We got to get out of the mindset that we need life insurance when we're older. Life
Yes.
insurance is for when something happens. No, you get the life insurance while you're healthy,
Yes.
because when something happens, it's actually too late.
Yep.
I don't know what type of policy you had on your job or your husband had on your job, and you don't have to go into the details of it. But sometimes people need to hear the importance of these conversations from someone that is not licensed, because unfortunately people say, "Oh, I don't want to get that because you just want to do something to me." I'm not trying to do anything to people. I'm actually
Mm-hmm.
trying to do something for people. So if you feel comfortable enough to share, would you mind sharing the importance of getting the coverage while you are healthy? Because when someone gets that diagnosis, they are limited to how much coverage they can get.
Correct. Correct. So basically, when once you get the diagnosis, you may not be insurable, or it may cost you a lot of money. First of all, it will definitely cost you a lot of money to get that policy started. And for us, to be honest, we were not educated on life insurance. We had no life insurance on nobody in this house. I have a daughter, I have me and my husband and my son. We had none at this time. Only life insurance we had was the life insurance that my husband carried on his job that we were paying the few dollars for. But when that person carries their life insurance policy, you're limited to how much money you can get. It could be $3,000 or it could be $5,000. It's not a lot of money. So it's definitely not, it's barely, it's not enough to pay for a funeral, really. So not having a standalone policy can really, really hinder you. So as soon as we, after that, after my son passed, we made it our priority that we all got life insurance on us. First of all, like you said, get it while you're healthy because the price is low. The price is lower and it's very low. And my daughter, who's 23, we told her to do the same thing. Get the policy now while you're healthy. Like her policy is half the cost of mine. Mine is still very low because I'm fairly healthy. But just say if you smoke cigarettes or anything, that policy gonna be probably 5 to 10 times more. So imagine if you would have got that when you were younger, when you was 18 versus 40. So it's just something to think about. It's still be the same amount of policy for however many years, but like if you wait till you're 40, 45 years to get a policy, it's going to cost you a whole lot more to get that policy started.
I thank you for sharing that. So tell us about the vision of Jacob Way and why you started the nonprofit.
We started Jacob Way because sitting in that hospital, thank God that me and my husband are still together and we were a two-parent household. So I was able to take the time off to be with my son while he still went to work and he still carried the insurance policy. So we didn't lack in that part. But sitting there and sometimes walking out of our room and seeing babies with nobody there. I don't know if their mother is a single parent, she has to go to work, or if maybe in foster care or something like that. But there are a lot of situations that could be, but just knowing that a single parent has to make a choice of, I'm going to go to work or I'm going to be here with my child, or knowing that a single parent has to make the choice of, I'm going to sit up in the hospital with my child, but I have 4 more children at home. Who do I give my time to? Do I feed them, go home and feed them, or do I stay here and be with my child to make sure he has everything that he needs while he's here getting care? So seeing that and just knowing that there's never enough money that you can receive while your child is going through cancer treatment, if you need it, you know what I'm saying, if you need the money, there's never enough. So there are several organizations out here helping you. Just imagine if you did have to leave work, you still got to pay rent or mortgage, you still got to have your light bill, you still might have a car note, you still got to have gas money to get to the hospital, you still got to pay for parking at the hospital, you still got to feed yourself, and you also still got children that you have at home that you have to take care of. So we just wanted to help fill that financial gap and help families get through the storm by helping them financially when their child is going through cancer treatment. Whether we're helping them buy food, groceries, gas money, pay a light bill, water bill, gas bill, rent or mortgage, things like that. We wanted to be able to help these families with whatever we can help them with. We know that if we all come together, we can really help these families get through the storm. At least they don't have to worry about the financial part of it. So that's why we started Jacob Way.
When you start speaking about single parents, I don't know why in this season I have been attracting even more single mothers than ever. And it really was a lot to listen to and think on because, again, if you have a single mother that has multiple children and one child is ill, like you still have to make sure the other children are taken care of.
We
And
do.
so that would be devastating to have to choose between the healthy children and the not so healthy children because you can't be in two places at one time. So having an organization like Jacob Way to provide resources and support for families in those situations are huge. Y'all, it's huge. That's why I'm going live. That's one of the reasons why I said, you know what, I'm gonna stop everything that I'm doing. And truth be told, when I spoke with this queen, like right after I spoke to her, I became ill. I
Oh.
became sick. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was my allergies or something. And then
Mhm.
as soon as I got well, then I had a death in my family. And I'm like, goodness gracious. But you said, you know what? I said, you know what? What we're not going to do is we're not going to move this live. We're going to keep on pushing forward because this has shown me even more so that this work is important and we have to have these conversations. We have to talk about estate planning for ourselves
Mhm.
and for our children. Our children may grow up to be $1 million babies,
Yes.
but they may not. And if they don't, we do not want to use all of our financial resources to to take care of that financial emergency and not have anything left for the children that are still left here on this earth. This is
Hmm.
the Lord's work. I know this is the Lord's work.
It is.
When I was growing up, you never heard me say I want to be a life insurance agent when I grow up. No one wants to know that. You don't want
Yes.
to do that. I want to be a singer, a teacher, a
Hmm.
judge, a model, or something. Not a life insurance agent.
Yes.
But I am a proud life insurance agent because I know that what we do provides resources to families. So again, if you are a mother, a father, a parent, an aunt, and you have children, you want to make sure that your children are covered. Y'all, it's $15.
Yes.
It's
Wow.
$15 with one of my top carriers to get $50,000 in
Yes.
coverage for your child. That's a
Yes.
permanent policy that they'll never outlive, and they have the
Mhm.
accelerated benefit rider. And again,
Yes.
if you are watching this and you do not have any children, but you got an abundance of money, guess what? Uncle Sam is going to be looking. He's going to be looking at the
Hmm.
end of the year. If this is your year, because I do work with a lot of business women, if this is your year in which you've jumped tax brackets, you need to give. You
Hmm.
need to give. It's time to give. We are in a season of great giving in Texas. And
Hmm.
there's a day on next week in which we actually have called North Texas Giving Day. So
That's right.
tell us, Miss Garland, why should people give on North Texas Giving Day?
You should give on North Texas Giving Day because just, I mean, you can find a cause. Like, what is your passion? What are you passionate about? Who are you passionate about helping? Even if it's homeless people or feeding people or children in general, or it could be diabetes, Alzheimer's. There are so many different organizations out there that you can sow a seed into. And don't worry about the amount. Like, any amount helps. It can be small, it could be $10, $20. Don't matter. Don't worry about that amount. But just give what you can to support these organizations. There are a lot of, to be honest, there are a lot of smaller grassroots organizations. We honestly, we don't get the press and we don't get the donations from people during these types of holidays because it's just, I guess, the bigger you are, the more known, well known you are, you'll get more money, you'll get more donations. But North Texas Giving Day gives you an opportunity to support some of these smaller organizations that are grassroots, that are in need of funding for all types of things. A lot of organizations are in need of funding for just the capacity building, or even just the office space to carry on their work, to do some of the work that they need to do, to offer more resources, to offer more workshops, or just a project that they're working on. And you can make the decision to give any amount. So I encourage everyone to find an organization, find a cause that you're passionate about, and give. No matter if you have $10 or $100 or $1,000, give to an organization that you can help further their mission.
That's beautiful. You see how she just named organizations? That's why you need to give to her. That's why you need to give to Jacob's Way, because she has a
Yes,
heart for people and she has a heart to serve. And again, if you cannot make it, if you are not going to be in Dallas in on next weekend, give. There's
yes,
work to be
yes.
done. There are children that need your support. Share with other people
Mhm.
who you know who can be a support. What do you need? What do you need for your event on next Saturday? Tell us, what do you need? How can we support you outside of attending, outside of getting a free ticket, outside of getting a VIP ticket? How else can people support Jacob's Way and your event on next Saturday? What do you need?
Like you said, right now, like I said, we're still in our grassroots phrase. Like, that means we're still fairly new. So of course we're not getting the donations that we'll be getting if we're 3 to 5 years into work. So even showing up is the biggest thing. Registering and showing up to this event will make a huge difference for us. This will help us. This will help show that we can get people out to this event. This will show that people come out to support childhood cancer awareness. So if you could just show up and register for the event, that would be awesome. Also, volunteers. Like, in the future, We're working on other projects and other events that we're still trying to build capacity. So get involved, like help plan these events. When we're calling for volunteers, if there's something that you like to do, just say we're having a Christmas event. If you like to do Christmas decor, please join us in helping to plan and decorate this event and help us make it a great, Christmas event for the holidays. So just volunteering and showing up, and then also, like I said, donating. Like I said, even if it's $5, $10, just showing up to get the information that we're trying to give to you. Because like she said, it's all free. It's all free, and we would love to keep it that way, but we do need to support. We do need people to show up, and we just need people to come out and just get this information that we're trying to give to you, and all while bringing awareness to childhood cancer. So you showing up can really help us. You come into the program, listen to our great speakers, that can really help, and you can get some valuable information that can help you. So we just want people to show up and support childhood cancer awareness. And then, like I said, the blood drive. When my son first had his cancer, when he first started treatment, he immediately went into the ICU. He had stopped breathing. But guess what brought him back? After a few days, they come and they ask me, do I consent to a blood transfusion? I didn't hesitate. I said yes. And thank God I did, because it gave me more time. It gave me more time with him. And I can only imagine if I would have lost him just 2 to 3 days into his treatment. So blood products can really, really help save a life. You give one paint of blood, you give one time, one paint of blood, you can save 3 lives. So think about that. So we're not scared. I hear a lot of things I hear is people are scared of needles. A lot for us as Black women, we're anemic. But there are things that we can do to make sure that we're good enough to give blood, and that our blood is good to donate. So I just always encourage, especially people of color, to please consider trying to give blood, because you never know when you might need blood. That's the thing. You never know. It really can save your life.
I'm so glad you shared that. So, y'all, what she said was, we need you in the room. Okay.
Correct.
We need
Mhm.
you in the room, because what I do know is, as she is building this nonprofit, she's going to need to show evidence of what
Mhm.
Jacob's Way is doing, and how Jacob's Way is helping the community. So we need your bodies in the room. We need you to consent to have your pictures taken
Correct.
and on video, so they can see. And they are the people who have the big dollars to support her vision and support her dreams and her goals for Jacob's Way. We need you in the room.
This is all true. Yes. You froze, Terry.
We got a few loves. If you can hear us, put a I can hear you in the comment section. Okay, I see you froze. Okay, can you see me?
You're
Latorra,
back.
you can hear
You're
me?
back.
Okay, you can
Yes.
hear me? You see me? Okay, I'm back. See, the enemy don't want me to do what I'm about to do, and I ain't even tell you I was gonna do this. But here's what I'm gonna ask, because tomorrow is your birthday, which is another reason why I wanted to do this on today.
What?
Would you mind sharing with us, how young are you turning on tomorrow?
45.
45. I am encouraging everybody who's watching this live and who is watching a replay to donate $45 to Jacob's Way.
Oh, I appreciate that, Cherry. Terry, thank you so
This
much.
tonight on the 13th or on the 14th, or even after the event. Your
Mhm.
job, your duty, if you are watching this live, if this live has shown up on your timeline, if this has shown up and you've watched the replay, if you stumbled across this video on accident, that means that you're supposed to give $45 to Jacob Way. $45 to
Thank you.
Jacob Way. Tell us, Miss Garland, how can we contribute and give our $45 at minimum? Now, by the way, that's at minimum. Now, if you know you balling out, you need to give more than $45. Give $450.
Yes.
Give $450. Give $4,500. You need the tax write off anyway. Why
Mm-hmm.
not give it to a cause that
Yep.
is bringing awareness around a subject that many people don't want to talk about. Not everybody can
Mhm.
talk about childhood cancer. Not everybody can talk about losing a child. Not everybody
Mhm.
can be around somebody who lost a child. I learned that this week. So
Yep.
this is a worthy cause, and it is not anything that comes cheap. It does not come cheap. Even though the event may be free, it takes a lot of time. It takes a
Mhm.
lot of energy. It takes a lot of your mental space when you are moving
Mhm.
with a vision like this. So for her birthday and for Jacob's Way and for all of the families that are going to be blessed because of Jacob's
Mhm.
Way, I'm going to encourage you to give a donation of $45 to Jacob's Way, $450 to Jacob's Way, 4,500 to Jacob's Way. Why? Because you can. Because you can. That's why.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
why. Are there any, well, before I ask for any final words, how can people contribute and give to Jacob's Way or give to this event that we have on next Saturday?
Definitely. So everything is on Jacob Way's website, which is www.jacobway.org. You can click on the event button, the RSVP for the event, and there's an option for you to RSVP for $0. And also you can click on make a donation to Jacob Way. There's a button for that. And also on the homepage of the website, there's a donate button. There's a donate button on every page. So go to Jacob Way website and you can make those donations. And it's www.jacobway.org.
Baby boy fifth birthday. Wow. Gretel, I love you. So Gretel just put in the comment section that she would love to give for her baby boy's fifth birthday. Okay, for her baby boy's fifth birthday. So here's the thing. Maybe you want to give an honor of your
Oh, yes.
children, give an honor of someone who is close to you. So maybe you may say, like, I'm gonna give more than $45, but y'all, I would just love to have this queen smiling all day tomorrow because she's getting all types of contributions to Jacob's Way. She has a special place in my heart. She's a home girl. She from Memphis. I'm from Memphis. We
Yes.
instantly connected. We gotta look out for each
Yes.
other. But that's what it's
And didn't
all
even
about.
know it.
Look, didn't even
didn't,
know it, right? I'm
didn't
like, yeah,
even know
let's
it.
have a conversation. And we
Yes.
get start having a conversation, and I'm like, you from where? Oh, we're family.
Yes. And
We're
on,
family.
when you donate, there is a section that says in honor of, and you could put the name, and you can choose to be anonymous, or you could choose to, have that information highlighted on the donation page. So there is a place for you to add the name if you want to give it in honor of someone.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being here with us. Do you have any final words of wisdom or anything else that you want us to know?
I just want to say, like, you can never be prepared for the unexpected, but just know that when that time comes, we have to fight or, drown. So choose to fight and try to help ease some of the financial hardship by making sure you have your children covered. I was not educated on that, and I am now. I look at things differently. So I pass it on to my daughter. Whenever I have grandchildren, I'll make sure that she makes sure that they are covered and she is prepared for anything. So now I'm signing up for everything that involves any type of illness that can happen, because you never know. So, and childhood cancer is near and dear to me. I never thought that I would be an advocate for childhood cancer. I see the St. Jude commercials 500 million times. Never thought that this could be me. So when you think it'll never happen to you, you never know. It's just being prepared mentally, physically, and emotionally, or knowing what to do. So that's why I will always fight for childhood cancer awareness. So that'll be me until it's time for me to leave this earth.
Wow. Wow. That's very powerful. So you have a purpose driven life. And when you said St. Jude, I was thinking about St. Jude too. So since we're from
Mm-hmm.
Memphis, we know about St. Jude. And
Yes.
when I was getting my bachelor's degree at Christian Brothers University,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to
Mm-hmm.
CBU,
Yeah.
one thing that we had to do in the nonprofit, not the nonprofit, in the what do you call the organizations on campus? I can't even think of it. The organizations on campus. I was in an
Okay.
organization where we had to write letters. We
Oh
had to
wow.
write letters and we had to make Christmas cards for the children
Oh
at St. Jude. So that just got me to thinking too. There's someone who's watching this live and you're like, dang Terry, I want to give tomorrow, but can I give a little later? Yes, you can. If you
yes.
can't give today,
Mhm.
you decide to give and I'm here. I think my device
Okay.
is getting hot. I don't know. I disappeared, so the spotlight was on you. It was all
Yes.
about
I'm like, no.
y'all. This is our first time going live. And here's the
Yes.
thing about it. As you can see, it doesn't have to be perfect, Queen. So I
Right.
hope that you go live again. And because this signal has been going on and off out here, we're gonna do it again. How about that? We're gonna do it
That's
again. We're
fine.
gonna do it again. But if you all are watching, what I was saying is you don't have to just give this month, you can give again. You can give
Mhm.
12 months out throughout the year to your organization. Am I right?
That is correct. You can sign up for a monthly recurring donation, and those donations are never too small. It could be $5, $10 a month. We will take it all. It really helps us to further our mission. So never think that you not giving enough. Just whatever you can give, it will really help because we have families that's reaching out to us all the time for help. And most of the time we haven't been able to like fully just help them far as the total amount for their bill, but we're able to give them something, and all of them are very very grateful of what we're giving. We give away a whole bunch of care packages to families. They love them, and we just want to keep on giving as much as we can and just be better resources for them to help them while they're going through their journey.
Yes, yes. I'm so excited that we met. Like
Mhm.
I want to be a resource. I want to tell people to give every day. Like give to this,
Mhm.
because it's so real. And like I said, when I lost my
Mhm.
baby cousin this week, I was like, oh my gosh, I will never see me talking about children and life insurance policies the same again. I mean, she was four
Correct.
months old. Who expects that?
Yep.
Right? Who expects that? We didn't expect it. And so you got a friend in me, you got a supporter in me, you got a
Yes.
cheerleader in me. And so
Thank
I
you.
hope that you all have found this video to be inspirational, educational, or motivational. If so, please put that in the comment section. Do not be a stranger. Do not keep this a secret. Share it with other
Mhm.
people who can be a part of the event on next Saturday and who can
Yes.
also give to a very worthy cause. We want the next time that Miss Garland comes on here, she can give success stories about how
Mhm.
much more they were able to do for families, because how much more people were able to give to the organization and the much
Yes.
worthy cause. So thank you again for being here with us. I want to encourage you to put all your links in the comment section of this video. I got a few links that are showing up. I'm going to delete and remove those links because those automatically pop up when I go live. But I want you to put all your links in the comment section of this video, and we'll make sure to keep the word going about Jacob's Way as well as the Healthy Wellness Connections Expo on what month is it? September.
Saturday.
September
Yes.
21st, 2024.
Yes. Thank you so much, Terry, for having me. I really appreciate it. And thank you for doing a donation call for us. We really appreciate that because everything helps us. Like even just getting our name out there and getting the word out there, all of this helps us. So I really, really appreciate you.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Have a blessed evening. Talk to
You
you
do the
later.
same. Thank you.